Well, hey guys, welcome back to Welker's Farm. Yeah, I've been playing away here. We've managed to finish the harvest in this field. Skipping some time as well, trying to get it more happening on the farm, if you want to put it that way. Unfortunately, we ran out of time cultivating this field, so we've had to stop because the ground is frozen. Whippy. Anyway, yeah, I was playing away, and then I thought to myself, you know what? People are going to wonder where all the money's coming from, so I thought I'd stop and show you this again. Obviously our fish farm. Let's have a peek. Yeah, we're going to put some more maize in that pretty soon. So anyway, yeah, the fish eggs, which are this here, go into the caviar, which we give fish food and caviar from. Oh, yeah, a wee bit of a mess. I was selling this off as and when, but I thought to myself, you know what, people are going to wonder where the money's coming from, so I'll just show you. We have a full load here of caviar. The frozen fish and the fish eggs produce twice as much as this does, so let's just go ahead and dump this and show you where all the money's coming from. And then we'll show you what's changed on the map, and then I thought maybe today we'd get round to doing a bit of logging. Just line this up. Yeah, so I did save this load just to show you guys that the money's not being cheated in. Look how quickly that's flying up. See? Should have bought a fish farm, Randy. Oh, we're gonna need this truck anyway. Yeah, we'll just scoot along the edge of this field. So, our fish is on full force here. We're really producing it. Especially with skipping the time. As you can see, we're now on day 3 midwinter from the last episode. And you can see some changes down the distance here. And you'll see some other buildings in here. We'll explain those in a minute. Oh, hold on, I need to, yeah, well. We're producing some fuel fertilizer. This, yeah, well, we'll explain that one in a minute too. That's the sell point for the greenhouse. Because we have no animals, we've had to buy them near, which is why that's there. So, let's just skip into here. Ooh, we're getting a wee bit laggy. We'll jump out here, I'll run around. Yeah, we have a greenhouse in full flow here. Look at this. Lovely stuff being made. Obviously we bought the manure, which is in here. Let's get back to the truck. We're going into this small logging area here. We've done a bit of work up here already. We've sold some wood chips, we've sold some logs as well. We have a tree harvester. The frazee or the snowblower will become obvious in a second as well when we get into it. This here feeds pallets and boxes to the greenhouse. The barrels, I'm not sure yet what they're for, and the reason for the separate pallet one here is these pallets are for a totally different mod, so that'll become obvious in the future. So at the minute all we're doing is selling the barrels and the access we have from the pallets and the boxes. Let's just see. Barrels. Tell you what, we'll scoot around first of all and show you everything else we were doing. Okay, so you all know the silo kings here. Yeah, Muppet here had to change the silo king because he put down the one with the small storage on it. So that had to be changed out. This is the one that holds the 50 million. As you know from the challenge with Randy, we're going to try and do the 5 million crop thing. A couple of fermenting silos. This one here also gives us digestate. This one here also gives us liquid fertilizer, which we're going to need in masses for the big brute. That's all the changes up here. Nothing new on the farm. You've seen that. Oh, yeah. So what have we done with the silage that we're producing? We need to skip down to the shop for that bit. So let's skip down here. Or well, the grain elevator anyway. Let's visit that. And we'll run out here. And anybody with eagle eyes will see there's a bit of a dome in the distance. We'll put in a placeable BGA. Now the thing about this BGA is it doesn't give us money for selling silage. Oh. So what we do is we throw the silage into here. Anybody watching No Creek will have seen this. On this side we get out biofuel, and we also get out digestate. So we're making money that way as well. It's all about making money. And this here, the BSM 70,000 litre tipper is new. That was bought basically to start shipping silage down to the BGA. Yeah, we're right back at the start now. Just want to shift some of these pallets off to make some more room for more to be spawned. So let's get into that. Too high yet? Totally out of angle. This wee class telehandler is amazing. I'm loving it. And it's not lifting it. Okay. Oh. Well, that's new. It was lifting it the last time. Okay. Not sure about that. Guess we're gonna have to do this the way I want to do it. Ooh. Flying barrels. We'll maybe look at another mod for that one. Let's see if we can get that. It might be the forks there, new forks. Let's see. Let's jump into here. Lift control. Customizing the equipment. Change collision. Is that it? Oh, I don't know what that does. Oh, what about E? Let's have a look and see if that works. Well, obviously I don't want to be lifting this by hand. Yeah, something changed on the way over here about the collision, so... Alright, so left control, change collision, V. Ah, there we go. I did do something wrong. Whatever the update is in this. We'll get this onto the trailer. While we're doing this, let's go through some of the comments from the last video. As I said to you guys, some of these will be recorded in advance, so I mean, if I don't read your comment on the video next to the one you comment on, I'll get around to it as soon as I can. Josh CRD was saying as one of the appointed judges. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we're not doing too well with this, are we? That's okay. Yeah, Josh was saying as one of the appointed judges for this competition, he wants to mention that a unit of time is required to be factored in to determine the winner. The only thing it will be accepted is time played is displayed on the in-game menu. He just wanted to state this so we didn't end up with the same argument as the original challenge. Yeah. Those of you who seen the original Drumart challenge will know what he's on about there. Where we completed all the challenges first, but because the PC players said they'd done it in less time, they win, even though we'd done all our challenges first. So yeah, we'll take that into consideration. I think that should be definitely up there, Josh. And Jeffrey, I know, has agreed there in reply to you. Game 1, yeah, definitely, game 1. So, what else have we got here? Let's see, we just scroll down the list. Yeah, Josh also commented there on the last video that apparently Jans didn't do too good of a job at testing the collisions in this map. Yeah. Those wee bushes things are absolute pain in the rear end. Yeah, driving past it, what I consider to be an acceptable distance, and you're still getting caught on it. Yeah, definitely, Josh. Also as well, what I have noticed here with a bit of logging I have done is the trigger for cutting the logs is pretty high up as well. We'll see that in a second actually when we get around to cutting a few trees. Joe thinks I put the jewels on the class just to make him happy. No, we're going to be using a lot of the better green on this map, I think. We're going to be using a lot of big buds, obviously, for being Welkers, but, you know, we'll use a lot of the better green stuff as well. That'll be definitely coming into the map. You know, I like the class. It adds a bit of class to the map, doesn't it? Ew. Terrible pun that was. Yep, so these ones over here we'll be saving for the time being, just for a different mod. Right. The box is not full over there, so we don't really need them at the minute. Why am I doing this telehandler? Because that's a wee bit floaty. Otherwise I'd have probably got a forklift or something for this. But yeah, we might as well. We have the telehandler, might as well use it. If you can hear the wash machine in the background, sorry about that, guys. Joe was also commenting there that he thinks that we should make a course that drives the big bud to the field then plants it. Ooh. Well, I've been thinking about that one. I'm wondering, like, we have got a refill course set up so it goes and gets its own seed and fertilizer from the silos that we placed down. I'm wondering, could we start the big bud on that course and it would pick it up from the first waypoint on the field? That'd be something to look into, Joe. I'll get back to you on that one. Definitely get back to you on that one. And then Magnus was saying there that I could get a nice class harvester. Oh, as I was saying, Magnus, watch that space, man. There will be a lot of nice green equipment on this map. Not that ugly deer equipment. We have bits and pieces of that just to make the deer fans happy, but you know, we'll definitely get the nice class stuff going out in this one. Just need to get the fields and the money together to buy it first, that's all. Maybe we need to make that a bit longer. Ah, failure. Let's see if we can lift this one up. It's unfortunate this is a wee bit floaty. I thought this was a wee bit flatter than what it was when I placed it. We did try, I know that there was a subscriber there in New Creek that was asking for the Monster Factory mod. I did try it on this map, to be honest. I'm sorry I can't remember the name of the person who asked for it. I can't find the proper mod to put the pallets and stuff on it, sorry. Otherwise it would be up and running right now. Yeah, this is going to be a bit time consuming for future, you know, when we have our fields up and going. So I can see this being a very heavy course for courseplay. A very heavy course. Or very heavy map, sorry. But we'll try to keep the minimum of me moving pallets about on screen to a minimum. I'll try to do that off screen as much as possible. Release the pallet. Take it easy. I think this will be the last one we'll be able to put on this anyway. Yeah, one more. So as you can see, we're not going to have to skip a lot of winter, and we do have a lot of stuff to do. Unfortunately, I haven't had any snow, and I was told that this area of, I think it's Montana, somebody was saying, had a lot of snow. We haven't had any yet. Probably just as well, like, 'cause they don't really have that great of mods for snow, but you know, it would have been nice to have some snow about. So there you go, guys. Yeah, look, 745 grand made there. Let me just bounce back to the area. Actually, do you know what? It'd be quicker to run over here. I don't think there's any vehicles. No, I have all the vehicles out of here. So you can see that, you know, fish does produce pretty fast. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you can see that the money is not being cheated in, guys. Yeah, people may say that, you know, all these placeables is a wee bit cheatish, but let's look at the other side, guys. I'm putting the time and the effort into moving these things. So, you know, I'm not skipping through days at a time because I have to come back and empty it. So it is a bit more time consuming. I think you should have to take that into account whenever you're considering that I'm doing placeables. They had 130 grand there, so you know, we're making some nice dosh. And again, you know, with the placeables, we're not skipping complete seasons, which is pretty cool. I have talked to RDAllen, and we're saying that he didn't want to do any logging, but let's be honest with you, you know, if we're going for 5,000 litres of each crop type that you can store in the silo, wood chips is available, so wood chips will have to be done. But you know, I know there's placeables out there for that, you know, like the ones they used on the Valley of the Old Farm challenge. Definitely there is placeables out there to make wood chips easier. So what I have suggested, just to make things a bit harder, is that we have to use a trailed chipper, not the Brooks, a trailed chipper to chip everything. Make it a bit harder. I do have ideas for it, which hopefully will come about pretty soon. We are going to use the money we're creating here to buy another field as well. Hopefully buy another field during the summer months for planting and harvesting. Obviously it's a big grain map, so we have to do, you know, farming. Why am I selling off these ones? To be honest with you, the greenhouse is full at the minute. So, save the petrol. The greenhouse is full at the minute. So yeah, I don't want to have too many of these sitting about and just creating the lag, to be honest. Don't forget everyone's a separate object. Let's go get the lad. Get this moved off. And we'll get around to some forestry, hopefully. Shouldn't take us too long to shift these. Bring it back in. We could put it down and then use the auto load to fill up. Oh, forgot to turn the auto load on, didn't I? There we go. But yeah, that would be very time consuming. Very boring to watch as well. Guys, I know this is a single player episode on Welkers, but if you do fancy playing Welkers, don't forget you can also go down to RDAllen servers where they have Welkers up for a multiplayer server. So definitely give that a shot. I'll leave the details for the servers in the description here if I can remember. Get on there, get playing. Great community of people. You'll have a lot of fun there. I know I do. And if you do need any help with anything, don't be afraid to ask one of the admins on there. We're all very nice people. We'll try to help you out as much as possible. Oh, that didn't take that one. Didn't get close enough to them. Ah, see. So yeah, now you see where the money's coming from. I didn't want people to think I was putting money in here. We are working for it. I think we were just a wee bit more clued into things to start with. We still have a big, massive loan out, which is costing a fortune in interest. But we're getting there. I think the loan's like some 1.3 million or something. Or 1.5 million or something the loan is. Do you know, a lot of people would find this boring. I actually find it quite relaxing doing this. You know, it takes a wee bit of a skill to be able to load this properly. Also as well, guys, don't forget to check out the weekend the on RDAllen servers too. We are doing the Bale challenge at the moment from the Giants competition. Yeah, teams of 2, teams of 3. Come along, try it out, try and beat the time. I believe that KLC and I hold the record for a 2-team. Yeah, had to put that one in there, didn't I? We hold the record for the 2-team stacking challenge. So definitely come in and try and beat it. 7 minutes 47 seconds I believe it took us to complete it. 20 bales baled, lifted and stacked manually on a trailer. So if you think you can beat that time, get a friend together, come along and try us out at the weekend when we have the map up and going. Not a great deal of money from selling these, but I think it's more than you would get from selling just straight logs and wood chips. So that's the reason we're doing it. And again, we will have the we will do the proper farming on this as well, don't worry guys. But we'll go pretty big pretty quickly. I want to get the big buds out onto the field. I want to get the fields for a start, but I want to get the big buds out in the fields. You know, keep it true to Welker Farm tradition of using big buds, I think, you know. Again, if you can hear the wash machine in the background, sorry about that, guys. Unfortunately, with work and whatnot, time is fleeting. So basically, you know, how we've afforded all the stuff you've seen is from running our fish farm. We won't be relying solely on the fish farm for income. I believe that some people think I may just start storing crops and not selling any because we're making money, but we will be selling crops as well to make money. In fact, I think that what I will do, that during the summer months, I'll just pretend that this place is closed down, and we'll not be doing any work up here during the summer months. We'll be doing all farming. But as you can see, this north-east corner of the map has turned into more of a factory area than anything else at the moment. So let's go and get this sold. I am using all mods available to me on here. When I'm saying all mods, obviously trying to keep it sort of realistic. There's no real big OP equipment on here. It's not as if we're going to be using like a 100,000 litre, you know, 75-mile-an-hour combine or anything. We'll try and keep all that sort of in realistic. Again, guys, if you have any suggestions for mods or anything that you'd like to see, bear in mind that we're not using OP mods. Definitely give me a shout, let me know. Again, to the guy who suggested using the Monster Factory, I would love to have tried that one, honestly, but as I said to you, I couldn't get the pallets or anything to work with it. So let's get down to logging for the last, 5 minutes or so here. Let's take this over and stick it onto the trailer. That's that all clear. Let's see. Left side. We'll change that to the right side for now. We'll just start the auto loading of it. I know we don't have anything to auto load, but again, big shout out and thank you to Scuderia. This is actually where we found this wee harvester, and he has helped me with a few other wee mods and pieces, supplying them, and again some of his viewers as well, namely a guy called Noel for the Frit mod, buy all Frit mod thing, which is pretty helpful. Some of these trees are really, really dodgy with the collisions on it, where the cut trigger is. That will become apparent. What also will help us with the wood chips is this. It's that realistic mod thing, isn't it? This is a nice machine, guys. If you haven't used this, I recommend this. It is a nice tree cutter to use. Right, so as you can see, we're getting it lined up here. Let me see this. So we're more or less lined up. No, we're not. We're more or less lined up, but we see how high we have to go to get a cut trigger on that. The reversing speed is a bit slow, but you know, oh well. And that's why the Frazee's there to lift the wood chips. Put them near to the trailer, and it's easy just to hit the auto load on it. In fact, I would have thought it would have started auto loading now, but oh, there you go. At least we got one in there. What are we going to do with this area? We'll clear it out. I do have a few more placeables in mind, believe it or not, for this. We'll just have to wait and see. We might need to put more trees in this area. We don't know yet. How far you've had to go to get that cut triggered up? Well, as you can see, we're progressing quite well here. 900,000. As I say, we're saving up from. I would say now I will give the placeables a break for a while. Putting any more down, that is, until we get another field maybe. We do have to buy another tanker, that's all. Another tanker just to ship the digestive and the fuel about. But once we get that, I think we're quite good for mods, unless we buy another tractor rig for it, or truck. But, you know, we'll see. We'll just show you with this, leave the sawdust on the ground as well. We'll get the bobcat over at the minute with the grinder. And show you that that does leave some wood chips when you're grinding out, which is probably realistic enough. You know, when you're grinding out logs, you would be left with wood chips, wouldn't you? Move this out of the way. Take up to here. Let's go jump on our bobcat. So as you can see, we just got the JCB grinder on this. Using the bobcat, because I've been using the John Deere skid steer a lot, so I thought maybe, you know, something slightly different for this one. So yeah, see, we're leaving piles of wood chips from grinding. Yay. Which, you know, I think it's great because, you know, we don't very often have anything at all from grinding out stumps. It just grinds them away. It doesn't leave any residue, so this, I suppose, could be realistic enough. I don't want to be selling off all the logs either, though, guys, because, you know, we're going to need some to fill up our sawmill and stuff. So I think we'll maybe start storing some. I'll have to look into storing the logs here. I think on Spectacle Island we used a nice wee thing to store them. We'll have a look into that again, see if I still have it. Mod this a folder somewhere for mods. Let's just get these lifted out of the way. There we are, there's that one. So we'll, at the moment though, our tipper we have up here is full of cow poop. Once we get that free, we'll be able to lift the sawdust. I suppose we could buy another one if we really wanted to, but, you know. In fact, do we have another one over here? Do we? Where is the other? I think I bought another one. Is it at the farm? I honestly thought I had 2 tippers. Maybe I don't. Let's just have a look in the store. Do I have another? Oh, you do have 2 of them. So where is the second one? Haha. Let's have a peek. We're just going for them ones. So we can turn that off, 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 turn that off. So we scroll in there a bit. So the first one is up there, and the second one is at the farm. No. Right, let's get a tractor. What you didn't see as well, actually, guys, is we did go ahead and bought a Ford. Reason being that I had problems with what I thought was the let's just jump into that a bit easier. I thought I was having problems with the horse there on emptying out of the combine. It wasn't. I just needed to set a small offset. So that's the reason we have 2 of those now. Let's see, where did the other tipper go? It did say it was at the farm, didn't it? Ah. No, we can't use it because I know what I've done with it now. We're going to start hopefully on the chickens pretty soon as well, and I have it with grain in it here ready to start the chickens. Yeah. Oh, looking at the time there, guys, I'm going to have to end this one here pretty sharpish. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also pop over, check out RDAllen's progress on the map. Again, he has sort of challenged me to how well I know the PC here. I believe that, you know, I am past that master race now. I'm a supreme player, you know, with my skills as a console player plus using the PC. But that's just my idea. But definitely pop over, you know, give him a view, and don't forget to you know, donate a few Kleenex there. He's going to be crying a lot whenever I beat him royally in this one. So yeah, guys, any suggestions, comments, anything like that, don't forget to leave it below. Like, share and subscribe if you see fit, and I shall catch you all in the next episode. Bye!